It's just a time for a new era.
Yeah,
and I think
sure.
we got a lot of talent, but we just have to come together to support it. Like, it's not just about supporting the artists. We got to support the platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we
That's
need
a fact.
we need Beanie Siegel to come sit down with you. We need Freeway to come sit down with you. We need Meek Mills to come sit down with you. We need, we need some of the gatekeepers. We need Charlie Mack and Daoud Bey and different people to come sit down with you so we can uplift this platform.
Hip-hop started from the slums of the Bronx, New York. I fell in love with breakbeats, the techniques, b-boying, MCing, crushing whoever was in front of you. It was groovy. You knew how it was. It's true, it's hip-hop. It's only one source to get it. It's I Do It For Hip-Hop Podcast. Subscribe, Google Play, iTunes, and DJ Bugsy 215 SoundCloud. It's all about the hip-hop. Keep it hip-hop. What up, what up? It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It For Hip Hop Podcast, episode 110. This brother really needs no introduction. He is the top ock. Mm-hmm. He is a legend. Mm-hmm. I like to give him his flowers, man. The evolution of Tone Trump is on another level. I met this brother in 2016, and since 2016 till now, I'm amazed at what he's doing in the community. What he's doing in the community right now is impeccable. I don't see no rappers that's doing what Tone Trump is doing in the Philadelphia community.
None?
None.
Wow.
Not on your level.
Honored.
Not on your level.
Believe that.
And he's a voice for the Muslim community, and I want to just give you your flowers, bro. And we've been friends since 2016,
Absolutely.
Tone Trump. And every time we get together in the studio or wherever we do, it's always amazing. And you always looked at me in a high regard after I interviewed you the first time.
No, I was impressed, and I felt like at that time, and even up till now, I felt like Philadelphia is lacking so much in the media department. So when I see what you doing, I just feel like we need to come together and like uplift the people that really know what they doing, that got good platforms. I think potentially your platform could be so much bigger, Pauls. So we need to like encourage it, because right now in Philadelphia, like if an artist comes to Philadelphia, what's the press run? Like, I wouldn't even know. Like, who do they go sit down with? You know what I'm saying? Like, Cosmic Kev is 73 years old now. He's still wearing 6X shirts. You know what I mean? His feet, like one of his feet, his left foot is a size 9, his right foot is a size 14. So it's like he real awkward. He walks stupid. Like, so we can't have Cosmic Kev no more.
Right.
He 84, you know what I'm saying? He trying to play Diamond Cuts party. He trying to play the young boys, D-Sturdy and them, and he's 79. So I just feel like it's a time for like new energy, new blood, people who really care about the culture, people who really care about the city, people like you.
Right.
And some others too that I see out there really trying to do their thing. But Philadelphia right now is at a point where we have some amazing talent out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know, shout to Lean Bean, who I was just with recently, who I think is incredible, who I think is the best rapper in Philadelphia, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So shout to her, my little sister. Shout to you know, the
Lean
whole
Bean
school of the
unbelievable.
gifted. You know what I'm saying? The whole school of the gifted I'm supporting and rocking with. But I say that to say I feel like Philadelphia, the landscape needs a lot of new energy from every standpoint, media, DJs, artists, everything. It's just a time for a new era.
Yeah,
and I think we got a lot of talent, but we just have to come together to support it. Like, it's not just about supporting the artists. We got to support the platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need Beanie Siegel to come sit down with you. We need Freeway to come sit down with you. We need Meek Mills to come sit down with you. We need, we need some of the gatekeepers. We need Charlie Mack and Daoud Bey and different people to come sit down with you so we can uplift this platform. Because people got to understand, if we uplift our platforms, it gives us more outlets. The bigger you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't just be like Gilly and Wallow. They people expect them to interview everybody. They can't interview everybody. They one platform. But if we get other platforms to that level or higher, then guess what? We lit. Like, if you go to Atlanta, you know it's certain platforms you're going to do. Yeah. If you go to Houston, you know, you go to New York. When you go to New York, it's a whole set thing. You're going to do all hip-hop. You're going to do This Is 50. You're going to do Power. You're going to do Hot. You're going in Philadelphia, we don't even know. I'm an artist here. I've been an artist here for 2 decades, and I couldn't tell somebody, oh yeah, you're gonna go see Bugsy, you're gonna go see, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I feel like we gotta cultivate that and bring that up. But that's, that's for another day. But we're gonna get it right.
Right. So I want to start off first, Tone Trump, with the evolution of Tone Trump, because I feel like your stratosphere is in a different range. And I know you always talk about global, never local.
Right.
But I think now that you've been going so far as Africa and the things you've been doing out there, I want to get into that and your philanthropy work and just your community work and just stepping up to that. Can you speak upon what gave you that? What voice or what did you hear? Was it a lot? What got you in that rim of going to Africa and getting more engaged into the community side of Tone Trump?
Honestly, man, like, it's been a part of me. First of all, everything good comes from Allah. So even as I do this interview, anything I say good comes from Allah. Anything I say otherwise comes from me.
Right.
And I ask Allah to forgive me. But like when I'm talking about like that bozo Cosmic Kev, that's not from Allah. That's from me. That's from my ignorant side. I got to be better. Sorry, Cosmic Kev. You are a legend. You're not a very bad dressing one, but you are a living legend.
Right.
And we do salute you a little bit. but when you say how do I, I have my next project that's coming out, and my documentary is called Market Street to Mecca. So it's like talking about the evolution of literally going from Market Street, being on the corner of 54th and Market and Arch, shooting my videos for World Star and being out there, getting high and, throwing up gang signs and being a bad leader, and then growing up and God showing mercy, letting me survive so many, like I've survived, just forget the street stuff. If I talk about the things I survived in my music career, I've been on so many tours and I've gotten on so many different airplanes, people have died on their first time they caught a plane. You know what I'm saying? And I've caught hundreds of flights. I've been on tour buses, driving all the way across the country. I've gotten in cars. I remember, leaving for shows in Philadelphia. I would get in a rental car on City Line Avenue, driving 22 hours to Minnesota, driving 18 hours to Wisconsin. You know how many police you got, how many state troopers we had to ride past, and at this time I can't afford armed security. So I'm taking my brothers who already got felonies, and we got, I could say it now because we don't ride like this no more. Now I have licensed security, but before we hiding guns in the hood of the car, riding through, like I said, going from Philadelphia, City Line Avenue, going to La Crosse, Wisconsin, where I'm getting booked at, 4 times a year, and I got to get there.
Right.
Going to shows in Minnesota, touring the world, and God showing me His mercy, and I survived so many, bro, it's so many times it was like so real, you know what I'm saying? Just being on that road, being on stage and guns coming out, shots going off, and, being a part of different crews where it was real beefs, like real street stuff going on. And I survived so many different things, and it was a couple different things that really changed my life. One of the things was about my son is like 9 now, so my son Alim, he was born, and when his mom had him, I was in Lincoln Hospital, and I just remember the first time I held him, I said a prayer in his ear in Arabic, and then he looked at me with this look, and I just felt something, and I was like, I gotta be here for him. And at that time, I was living a wild life. This was like towards the end of my run, being signed to Jeezy, so I was making a lot of money. I was getting high. I was dating a bunch of beautiful models, and I was really feeling myself. I thought I was on top of the world. I thought I was about to be this big rap star, and then God took everything away from me. He stripped it all away from me. He humbled me. So I went from, 1 minute I'm in Miami partying with Jeezy and Trey Songz. Next minute, like I'm back in Philly doing illegal things to stay above water. And now I got a face that's known, and I'm trying to bust moves and do shit I ain't got no business doing. And everywhere I go, people, yo, you Tone Trump. I'm like, I'm not Tone Trump right now. You know what I'm saying? But, so it's like going through all those different bumps and bruises, and like I've been in every level of the game, like from being on national tours and having fun and making all this money to being back in the city, dead pop trying to figure it back out multiple times. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I always could count on was the mercy of Allah. When I put my head to that floor, things would get clearer, things would get better. When I was sober up, things would get easier, and being a better father, being a better man, being a better leader, all these things, I wanted to get high off of that. I wanted to get high off doing things the right way. And as far as the giving back thing, since I was little, my mother always instilled that in me. So I give all credit to Allah and my mother. My mother, my mom would pack an extra sandwich in my lunch and say, if somebody don't got something to eat, give them this. So she was instilling that in us. My mom was the house on the block that gave out the free lunch in the summer. You remember how you had that one house with the chocolate milks and the sandwiches? That was our house. So, and we was living on Udall Street at the time. So we got the kids coming from 54th Street and the kids coming from 56th Street projects coming to get their lunches and stuff. So I always seen that.
Right.
So, one of my sayings is, it ain't about what you got, it's about what you give back. So when people talk about me after I'm gone, I didn't want it to be about rapping or beef or none of that dumb shit. I wanted to leave a legacy that when my grandkids hearing about me, imagine people telling my grandkids, man, your dad used to feed the whole community.
Right.
Your dad used to make sure, any single mother needed groceries, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather them saying that than, yo, your dad was on the DVD beefing with so-and-so and all that shit corny now. When I look at it now from a grown man perspective, I can't even watch that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I can't watch a rap DVD of me cursing and acting like a fool, you know what I'm saying? But that's a part of my life and my journey. But now, but I can watch a clip of me, on the news in Indonesia in Times Square speaking in front of thousands, you know what I'm saying? And then feeding the homeless that same night and stuff. I can watch that with my kids and smile and be proud. So that's what we living for, and that's what we striving for right now.
Man, that's black excellence.
And we doing that from all the way from West Philly to East Africa, like you said. I've helped raise over $1 million in Kenya, over $1 million in Ethiopia, hundreds and hundreds of thousands for Lebanon, Yemen. And then when you talk about America, not only did we provide groceries for Muslims in the Muslim community, I brought organizations to Philadelphia where we provided groceries at churches. I partnered with bishops, so it could be interfaith, because people say, he only do stuff for the Muslims. Right. No, I went to a church and gave out groceries to 500 people and didn't put nothing on Instagram about it. May Allah forgive me for even talking about it now, because we supposed to give in privacy and secrecy. But because I have a platform, I have to show these things to inspire others, and also to show the donors when I raise money, I like to show them where their money goes to. So it's a thin line. You don't want to look like you're being arrogant or bragging about giving back. Right. But I'm raising millions and millions of dollars, so I have to show where the money is going. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we ain't raising $400 and making some turkey and cheese sandwiches. We raising millions of dollars, and we giving people cataract surgeries and providing hearing aids for deaf children. Right. This is a different type of work. I'm working with doctors in all different types of countries. My passport is tatted like my body is. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes you interview don't have no tattoo. How many people? Yeah. I'm about to start talking crazy. You better stop playing with me, Bugsy. I see these people you be interviewing. They come on here acting like, nah, man. Go ahead. The next question. We can pull passports out. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna look. Let me stop. Global Never Local. The biggest is in the building. The top act. If you Google Greatest Hustler Alive, I come up, right? But go ahead. Next question. Go ahead. Next question. Go ahead. Yeah. I can talk that talk.
That's a fact. What I want to know from you, man, because it's like you said, you've been doing this for 2 decades. Absolutely. What makes you still love music? And I also want to talk about your feature columns, because you have a lot of features that's heavy. Like a Styles P and a Kevin Gates. Wait.
Who don't have a lot of features that's heavy? Pretty much everybody else you interview. If you think about it, in Philadelphia, okay, you got the artists who had major record deals. Right. Shout out to all of them. Yeah. You look at their resumes before they had their major record. Look at Meek Mills. Who did he do music with before?
All local people. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Beanie Siegel didn't have any
records. Because you independent. And you got Kevin Gates, Styles P.
Keep going.
Goody Mob. I mean, it's
5-time Grammy winner CeeLo Green. Got a whole album with him, right? Right. Okay.
So I'm like,
never paid for a feature in my life. Not $1. So that means what? That means it's respect, right? That's the first thing. Right. Because everybody know artists, one of the main thing artists, including myself, we make money off of what? Doing features. Doing feature money. You just named, I got records
and
with Jim Jones, Styles P.
And that's one of my favorite records.
Come on. Million streams, another million stream record. Another million stream record that I own 100%. Right. You know what I'm saying? Another one. So
now, how did that come about?
The Jim Jones record?
Yeah.
What's crazy? When I did Can I Dean, for whatever reason, I heard Jim on it right away. Even if you listen to my verse, I say, Bird Gang, I'm like the Jimmy in my city. I'd had that line on there before I had Jim on the song. And then one of the first lines is I say, I'm a hustler and a Muslim. I mentioned Sheik Ali. Sheik Ali is a legend from North Jersey who was real tight with Jim. He been in jail for decades now. But that was another connection to Jim. So I talked to Sheik. Sheik locked up, but we communicate, mashallah.
So it came through Sheik?
No, it came through my hustle, my grit, my hard work, because somebody like Jim, it don't matter who you know. Jim got to respect it, like Jim don't do free features, bro. Jim is a known hustler. Right. So for Jim to, and then I did the record with him in the studio with him in the birthplace of hip hop in the Bronx in the booth while Jim doing his classic ad libs. A nigga who grew up on Dipset. Right. Like I'm a Dipset boy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know.
You know that about that's inspired so many things to me, from my fashion to the way I rap, everything. So that was one of my favorite ones out of all my features. So shout out to Jim. You didn't mention Jeezy when you said my features. Do you know I was wait. You know I was the first. Jeezy in Philadelphia, the most loved artist in Philadelphia is Jay-Z. Number 2 is Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy never had a song with nobody from Philadelphia until Tone Trump Afghan record. That's a fact.
I was about to say that.
That's a fact.
But I know that.
When Jeezy was on fire, you know how much I paid for that feature? $0. When Jeezy gave me that verse, when I got that verse from Afghan, I was already living in the downtown loft on Spring Garden. When I got the call, he was doing the verse. Right. After he did the verse, the next 18 months, I made $250,000 independent, doing features, doing shows. I was doing so much stuff. Jeezy and them was trying to get me on the road with them, but I was booked so much on my own. I'm doing a tour with Coast to Coast. Literally, Snow calling me like, yo, Afghan picking up. Come out here and do it with me in Cleveland. Nigga, I'm booked in Houston right now. I'm telling the Snowman, though. You see what I'm saying? This is a true story. Nobody here can say that. Nobody here in this town of, everybody say Philly the home of the spitters. You name them. Nobody, like, let's go resume for resume. Let's go record for record. And I feel like I can hold my own against any nigga you ever interview. And the ones you don't interview, I can go record for record, feature for feature, major article for article, endorsement deal for partnership for part. Hey, Nick, bring me that bag real quick. Partnership for partnership. You interview all these dudes. How many of them got any type of deals? Like they go to the studio, they rap, they put their songs on iTunes. We gonna start off with this. I got a gift for you, right? On camera. Your cameraman, he light skinned, so I know he can appreciate all this flyness we got going on right here. This right here is a VIP box. I'm gonna give you this so you can do some close up B-roll. But this is a gift for Bugsy. This is a very special VIP box. You see me on the side with the off-whites and the king cloth thobe and all of that. So this right here is from Team O. This company right here where we do black seed oil elderberry gummies. This is the best vitamin gummy in the world. We use the black seed from Ethiopia. I told you I raised over $1 million in Ethiopia, right?
That's a fact.
No rapper from Philly ever did. Not even Black Thought even did that. Let's get that on record, right? Will Smith didn't even do that. Alhamdulillah, the kid from 54th Street did though. So we giving you this beautiful box, the VIP box, Tone Trump on the side, right? Hold on, what's this say? I want you to read this out loud. Okay. Can you read this personal note? This is from Team O. And can you read that out loud?
Honored to be part of your health and wellness journey. Compliments of Tone Trump.
Compliments of who?
Tone Trump.
Okay, all right, stop right there. Stop right there. So we got you your gift. This is
I appreciate you.
We got you right here. We not done. We not done. I signed the deal with a company in Canada, Master Chocolate, the #1 chocolatier in North America. So I bought you and your family some nice chocolates. This is something really nice right here. These are chocolate-covered gummies.
Oh, wow,
100%
man.
100% vegan. So just in
case,
yeah,
you already know.
You know what I mean? Something for your lady. Assorted fine chocolates. This is from Master Chocolate and Tone
I appreciate
Trump.
that, Tone.
So, I see a lot of people you interview, man.
They don't be coming
They just come with nothing but lies and dreams and all of that. But I'm coming with gifts and truth and honesty and the biggest story in the game. But I got something for you too, cameraman. Let me bless my cameraman real quick, man. Come on over here, Come on over here, cameraman. We gonna get you. Look, first time he ever been on the show, episode 110 with the top lock, showing what you got, man. That's for you and your family right there, man. From me and Master Chocolate. But go ahead, man. Let's get back to the business. Hey, is these Jordan 3s showing from Legends Kick in VA? Shout out to Legends Kick in VA. I went over there and got 10 pairs of sneaks yesterday. Go ahead, let's go. Shout out to Big Leaf. Now, is my Izar showing? Am I the first person to come on with Islamic garbs?
Yeah.
All these Muslims you interview, they never wore Islamic garbs, right? They try to dress like rappers when they come on here. They imitating the people. I come on here looking like the Muslim I am, shining, right?
Right.
Wear your Izar and your thobes next time, Muslims. We representing them. Don't take them off because Ramadan over. Put your thobes back on. We look the best. We the best of humanity. I'm up here shining. Custom general jacket. You see the jacket?
Yeah.
My logo on it. QRC code. You can get right to my merch from my jacket. Ain't that crazy? I'm the biggest in the game. Yo, put your phone on the jacket. Show them real quick, bro. Show them real quick how I'm really trapping. Show them how I'm trapping.
Yo, man.
Let's see if this really worked. Let's see if it. Can you get this on camera for us? QR code on the jacket. Talk to him. What'd it go to? Whoa, what's that? Tone Trump on Fox 29? 100,000 pairs of socks for the homeless? 100,000 pairs of socks for the homeless? The rapper from 54th Street did that. Wow. Alhamdulillah. Oh, Ubaid in here with me too. Nitty in here with me.
Shout out to them.
Both the brothers in here with me. I got a combined 40 years of friendship with them. A lot of these guys you interview, they got new friends every 6 months. 40 years of friendship. My real brothers. Pray with them, get money with them, travel the world with them, all of that. Mashallah. Next question. Come on. Let's go.
Now, one thing I want to ask you, and I think this is coming, I might be bringing this into fruition. I see you a lot promoting halal restaurants and food. And what I want to ask you, is that something in the foreseeable future you having a halal franchise or a halal restaurant? Because I see you constantly promoting, which I love it, because I love halal food.
Alhamdulillah.
So I just wanted to know, is that something coming? Because I know when you talk behind the scenes, you're working on a lot of deals.
Yes, I am. And not only is it coming, it's already here. I'm a minority owner already in Halal Bros Grill. That you see me, the company you see me working with in New York. We just opened up our 7th restaurant. I'm also a partner in Union Steaks in Chester, Make sure you come by Chester, Pennsylvania. Number one cheesesteak spot in Chester.
Okay.
Home of the world famous halal cheesesteak nachos. So shout out to Union Steak. So I'm already a part of ownership on 2 restaurants, and we looking to bring halal bros to Philly, and that's gonna be my first one. I got a majority stake in, inshallah ta'ala. So we already in a restaurateur business as well. We, like I said, we just got into the chocolatier business. We heavy in clothing, 6 figures in merch for the last 10 years. That makes me a self-made millionaire, mashallah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we working, man. We constantly working, constantly building. MDF Realty, rehabbing homes, renting rooms out.
That was going to be my next question.
Affordable homes, we already doing that. So, we covering the board.
So when did Muslim Don Family start? When did that name and that whole alliance start?
I feel like it started when I was born, but I feel like I found my purpose for it around the same time. Like I said, Eileen was born, where I really was just like, yo, man, I got to really do something more. I got to do something better. That TN on my hand stands for Top Notch, which is my original company, still my company. And I felt like with the way I was representing, the way I was rapping, the subject matter, the lifestyle I was living, dealing with so many different women, I felt like I put a dark cloud over, not only over my heart, but over my brand. I felt like when you heard the name Tone Trump, it was a lot of nonsense attached to it, beefs and all of this stuff. And I just wanted to, recreate and rebrand. And it wasn't intentional, at least in my head. It was more so just like my life was changing. My iman, which means faith in Arabic, my iman was getting stronger. Right. My adab, which in Arabic is speaking on your characteristics and your mannerisms. As I'm praying more, my conscience is growing, where I'm like, small things like I don't want to litter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use the word bitch in my songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to beef with no black man over nothing stupid. Like, I don't want to use my power to, like, I used to have fun, like, ending niggas' careers. And I'm like, that's not cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stopping somebody from feeding their family and beefing with somebody, like, getting high off, like, ending a nigga career. You know what I mean? Which I did a couple times. Still undefeated, but you know what I mean? Still undefeated, but you know what I'm saying? I lost the joy in that. Where I used to get high off of that, I started to get high off wanting to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, like I brought up Lean Bean earlier, like, I be making calls for Lean Bean behind the scenes like she my artist, and I don't have nothing to gain from it. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. I feel like she's greatness, so if I know somebody that I think can help.
Love her.
You love her?
I love her.
That's how I know you know your stuff.
I love her, man.
She's
She know. I'm sure y'all had talks about me before.
Yeah. I know who supported her. I pay attention to that. I love how you support her. So, like, I just feel like, if more people did stuff like that, just don't be a sucker.
Right.
We all got resources. Everybody can help in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, don't handcuff your resource, because you might have a resource that you can't even benefit from. Right. But if you help somebody else benefit from it, you know what I'm saying? That's like if they called me for the BET Cypher. Like, I ain't no rapidy rapper. Right. But I might be able to say, hey, listen, I could bring this girl named Lean Bean. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's how I look at things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I want to know from you, speaking of Lean Bean, I always vouch for her, and you always vouch for her in all the interviews that I've ever seen. What you think, and I'm glad you're making moves for her behind the scenes, because I definitely feel like she needs it. But what do you think it is about her that don't get the light? But we got other artists like a Rocky or other artists that are kind of like moving, but she's not. What do you think it is?
Well, one, I think she is moving. I think because of the internet, sometimes we have a different perception of what moving is. Okay. I think it's a couple things. So one, she ain't no whore. She ain't rapping about being no whore. She ain't dressing like no whore. Right. And she's in a male-dominated industry where a lot of times, I'll be honest with you, for a man to want to help a female, they want to sleep with him, or they want to think they got a chance to sleep with him. Okay. And she ain't doing none of that. She was raised right. She got integrity, so she ain't playing them games. So it's going to be a little harder. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was for all the greats who didn't want to be sluts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it is what it is. Because a lot of the women who you see doing slut rap, they ain't even sluts. You know what I'm saying? They not even, some of them may be, but some of them are really good women who they know they had to do this, hustle to get in the game. Right. You dig what I'm saying? It's just like niggas do drug deal rap that, like, they ain't really no drug dealers, but they like, man, this is what work, or, you know what I'm saying? But so it's like, it's a facade. But she's not doing facade music. She's a real artist. She's a real genius. Like, if you listen to the way she puts words, I rap. The way she puts words together is just very difficult. Like, when people rap like the way she rap, the reason why everybody think they could be a rapper now is because niggas who can't rap got on. You see what I'm saying? Back in the day, like when I was a kid, I didn't want to be a rapper because rapping seemed real hard. Like, if you listen to Illmatic as a kid, you didn't think, yo, I could do that. No, hell you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but now when you listen to some of this shit, you're like, man, nigga, I could go in there and put a little joint together. You know what I'm saying? So she's from the era of like really thinking and playing with the flows and bars.
And I'm glad, I'm not to cut you off, But another legend that came on my platform, Bahamadia, said the same thing about Lean Bean. Because Lean Bean did a show for Bahamadia.
I love Bahamadia.
Me too. She did a show for her, and she says she comes from me. Like, I'm basically her offspring. I used to be Lean Bean. That's basically what she said.
That's the biggest compliment in the world. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's true. Black Thought recently just co-signed her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how big that is? Like Thought had DM'd her and was like, yo, this little Lean Bean, like he know, like Bean been hot, Bean a legend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For a minute.
I knew her since she was a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she been it. So it's coming, and like this time next year, watch the difference. Inshallah. And you gonna text me and be like, damn, Tone.
Yeah.
And then you know West 59 who run with her?
Well, I think someone posted him. Was it you?
Yeah.
That boy is lit.
Talk about it. You need to bring him up here early.
Well, let's make it happen.
This time next year, he gonna be out of here. He part of the School of the Gifted, part of Lean Bean Squad too. So
oh yes,
yeah, I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna put us in the group text. I really want you, like, trust me when I tell you this. He's about to be out of here. Get on that early. Get that interview in there early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this time next year, going. I'm on board. So you know, if I'm involved, it's big time. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I'm making them different kind of calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm texting people directly. I don't DM strangers. No, these my friends I'm hitting up. You feel what I'm saying, bro? These my friends I'm hitting up. You real rap. So we working.
Before you go though, I do want to ask you, and I really oppose to this in our culture. Artificial intelligence breaking into hip hop. What's your thoughts on that?
I just feel like that hip hop industry is so fake, so wicked. They just allow anything from, you know, you got gangster rappers, you got all this LGBTQ stuff in hip hop. I just feel like it's such an evil world and an evil industry. I don't put nothing past it. I don't care. That's not my world. Like the Muslim Don, I'm creating my own genre of music, our own lifestyle. Like I want my own category. Like I want to be like in the gospel category in the Grammys because I'm rapping about loving God, fearing God, getting fly, being beautiful, loving your wife. I'm rapping about positivity, so I feel like I'm in a gospel category. But that
similar to what Yeezy did.
No, because he didn't fear God. He thought he was God. I fear God. I love God. He thought he was God, and that's where I feel like he lost it at. So, you know, I pray he's got it back to the truth, but that's a big difference. So I don't even want to be in the same sentence. But the only time I want to be in the same sentence with him is we talking about if I got some Yeezys on. Other than that, you leave me out of that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the Muslims. He on something else. But what I will say is, like, as far as the artificial intelligence, I mean, like, y'all been following behind a bunch of lames for the last 30, 40 years anyway. You know what I mean? People still looking up to guys like Puffy, like, you know, who I feel is just like a lame, you know, 67 years old, still pushing vodka to our people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's selling us vodka. Like, we dying of liver diseases, and he's still pushing Ciroc. You ain't made enough money yet. So, you know, when you got leaders like that, if you want to call him a leader, like our people in the 60s and 70s, they had Malcolm and Martin. And then they gave us Diddy and these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Selling us liquor. Imagine Malcolm selling us vodka at 70. Could you picture that?
Hell no.
So
he
my
was
thing
a man
is,
with integrity. He's one of my heroes. One of my first heroes.
He on my jacket too. Free Imam Jamil too. I got Malcolm on this custom general jacket, top op general jacket.
Martin Luther King. They had two different visions, but
you know what it was? The media tried to make y'all believe they had two different visions. They had the same vision. It's just that the media is so powerful. Media stands for most effective devil in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, the media is very, very tricky. So the media wanted to make y'all believe that Martin Luther King was soft and Martin Luther King was timid. No, Martin Luther King was a G2, bro. Like, when it came down to it, you don't get to that level of leadership as a black man being soft or being a sucker. Martin was smacking niggas and all that, but they just ain't want y'all to know that. Like, Martin was a real one. You know what I mean? You know, and Malcolm was the realest, you know what I'm saying? So we talk about it by any means. May Allah be pleased with our brother El Haj Malik Shabazz, formerly Malcolm X. But I don't care about the artificial intelligence. I feel like y'all been following a bunch of fake artificial intelligent humans for the last 40 years. So at least now these ones look a little better and they sound good. So it's like, I don't care. I hope that whole shit blow up. You know what I'm saying? For real. I hope they whole shit blow up. But in the meantime, you know, we just gonna keep doing what we doing, fearing the law, getting fly, getting money, and doing us.
As you should.
Hey, before I get out of here, man, I need you to let me do something because we always want to give something positive to the youth, right?
Okay.
So as part of the Muslim Don family, we welcomed home one of my dearest friends, my dearest brothers, my brother Ubay, who did 10 years in prison. You know what I mean? You know, everybody around me, like, we don't go to jail for no hitting women and no sexual crimes and no nothing with no kids. Anybody in the MDF, you know, unfortunately, we run into trouble with the law is usually for violent crimes. or selling drugs at a time where we thought that was the only way we could take care of our family.
Okay.
But as we all come home, when my brothers come home, I don't make them shooters, I make them executives. So since coming home after doing 10 years, Ube,
Right.
he owned over 60 properties, owned a restaurant, doing good things. So I want my brother just to share something with the youth. So, because every interview I do, I try to entertain as always, so we have fun. I try to educate and I try to enlighten, and it's
And
never
you did that.
absolutely. I appreciate that, and you gave me an outlet to do that, and it's never a me thing, it's a we thing. So Ube, can you come over here real quick, man? Just give something to the youth, man. And before I get out of here, I just want to say to you, brother, episode 110, keep going.
I appreciate
Even
it.
when you think they not watching, they watching, bro. They fronted on me so long, and they fronting on you now. But guess what? They watching. They stealing swag. They peeping what you doing. Keep going. You always one episode away. Keep going. You the best. If you not the best, you one of the best. Keep going. And it's coming from me. I don't gotta lie to you.
Right.
I'm gorgeous. I'm rich. I can fight. I don't gotta lie to you.
You're right.
You one of them ones. Keep going, brother.
Thank you,
Much
man.
success. The top Ock. I'm out of here, man.
Appreciate it.
I love y'all. One. Come on, Ube. Come give him some real G rap. This ain't one of them old dope fiends screaming on Instagram. This a real rich fly Muslim about to give y'all some real rich fly Muslim game. Inshallah. Come give him a little something. Close him out, bro. Got y'all your gifts.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Come on, man.
you can come sit right there. Yeah. You got your phone? So welcome, man. I appreciate you taking the time. You got some jewels or some you want a game? We'll give them real quick.
Yeah, I appreciate you even let me step foot on your platform, and I'm gonna just piggyback off bro real quick. Like you said, people do be fronting on you, right?
Yeah.
And one thing you gotta do is stay true to yourself. Just be you, cause you can't be the next person. He already hum. They
Right.
already doing what they doing.
Right.
And you can't keep riding every different wave. Sometimes you just gotta be yourself, stand on what you believe in, and go from there. Cause a lot of times, I realized being me when I did 10 years in jail.
Right.
We all got the same stuff on. We look the same, right?
Right.
And you still you without nothing. I lost plenty of friends, man.
Right.
I was taking care of plenty of people.
Right.
And now that I came back home and I ain't had nobody there for me, right? And I'm moving how I'm moving and doing the things I'm doing, they coming, they knocking.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they feel like you fly, as soon as they feel like you decent, beneficial again, they gonna come right back around. So like bro said, man, we just gotta keep grinding, keep pushing ourselves to where we wanna be, and you could be there. I came home with $750. I'm probably around like 52 properties right now. Restaurant, barbershop, clothes store.
Wow. Amazing, man.
And rolling with my brother, like
Right.
one of my closest best friends. We've been around each other since 05. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I appreciate you
Oh, no doubt.
allowing
bro.
me on the platform, to get a message out there. And as
I
always,
appreciate it.
stay up, stay safe, stay focused.
You too, bro. I appreciate
Thank you, bro.
man. Well, there you have it, man. The one and only Tone Trump, the greatest hustler alive. This is Do It for Hip Hop podcast. Google it. Google it. He comes right up, man. I appreciate you, Tone. Keep it hip hop. Peace.
Maybach music.
The big boss, Rick Ross. Right now you rocking with the hottest DJ in the game. Let's go.